I'm having one of those moments where I know I have to sneeze. I know a sneeze is coming, but I'm just waiting and it's not happening. Hello, my lovely beans, and welcome to another Sit Down Sunday, the day of the week where we take a break from talking about all the nerdy and geeky stuff and we have a more real conversation. And today I want to discuss with you lovelies the topic of being a proactive friend. Because I have a confession to make, and that is that I am very bad at being a proactive friend. For years now, I have struggled to try and figure out why I have trouble sustaining long-distance friendships. The earliest memory I have of this problem coming up is when I was in middle school into early high school and I was going to theater camp with my best friend Gina. We would make these incredibly tight-knit friendships with the people that we went to camp with. I mean, like, we would be inseparable with these people. But then the end of summer would come and we all realized that we lived towns away from one another, far enough that our parents wouldn't want to be constantly driving us to see one another. For me, that would mean that I would slowly but surely start to drift away from these people. We would sort of stop talking and then maybe we'd reconnect the next summer, but we would definitely lose some of that closeness that we had gained. But the thing that always baffled me was that this was not the case for my best friend Gina. Even though she and I were in the exact same situation, she lives 5 minutes away from me, she was able to not only maintain these friendships, but like really grow them. She is a very proactive friend. And this was my first look at what adult friendships would be like. Because when you're an adult, if you want to maintain a friendship, a connection with someone, you need to consciously be making an effort. I've said this in videos before, I'm totally open about it. I am a horrible texter. I do that awful thing all the time where I open up the text message and I think of my response in my head and I say to myself, I'll get back to them in just a couple minutes. And I mean it, but I never do. Or I think of that response and I legitimately think that I've typed out the response and then I discover later that I never did. I do this all the time to practically everybody in my life. And to me, it is never meant as a personal attack towards anybody. It's really an unconscious habit. But the people on the other end of that message don't always feel that way, and I don't blame them. Some of them feel like I'm intentionally ignoring them or that they're not worth my time to respond to, and that's an understandable response. People take it as a lack of interest when really that is so not my intention at all. Because I tend to also suffer from what I like to call out of sight, out of mind syndrome. When I am very busy, which for me is very often, I tend to get very one-track minded. I have trouble focusing on things that aren't presently around me. And I forget to just take a second and send some love to the people that are not presently around me, which is most people, especially since I went to college far, far away. I'm bad at inviting people out to dinner or over my house. It sometimes makes me borderline anxious to do so, even though I'm 100% a people person, and I could never explain to you why it does it to me. Sometimes I can be the least social butterfly that has ever existed. It's a thing that I wanted to talk about because it's something I've realized is very stifling in my life. And it's also really unfair to the people that are trying to make an effort to me. It's something that I'm actively trying to get better at. Let me know in the comments, do any of you fellow adults struggle with this? Am I the only one, or are you someone who is like my friend Gina, who I don't even know how she does it? It's amazing. I don't have the answer yet to being a better proactive friend or getting over these like humps, but I'm working on it and hopefully we'll figure it out. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to hit that thumbs up button and share this video with a friend. If you didn't see last week's Sit Down Sunday, it's right here. I talk about why Harry Potter actually means so much to me, my story with how I discovered the series. The best way that you can help me out is by hitting that subscribe button, become a member of the Powered by Caffeine team, and if you want to go the extra mile, you can become one of my Patreons and get special rewards for donating a little extra cash to me. And finally, wrapping up my spiel, if you want to find me on other social media, here is all of my information, and you should check out my new website, shutupkristen.com. I want to thank everybody who has gone over to that site this week. We actually had a super awesome week of traffic, and I super appreciate it. I love you, beans, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!